Once again, a big thanks to John Buchanan and welcome back to The Beat Goes On. Coming up next, we welcome John Galvin from Fortuna Syndications. John wants you to join him and 20 other future owners of a beautiful young colt from the champion sire, Darci Brahma. Be at the winning post to see your horse make you the proudest owner in New Zealand. John Galvin, welcome to The Beat Goes On.
Good to be here as always, Gerard.
And it was good to be in your world last week. We went down to Te Akau Stud. It was a beautiful day, wasn't it? Right in the middle of all the rain, we had one beautiful day.
Yep.
How did that happen, John? Which one of us has got access up there?
Clearly you were praying to the good Lord that morning, Gerard, and no, it was a beautiful day, not a cloud on the sky. So
Yes.
that was last Friday, Friday the 24th of May, yeah.
Now, John, we're going to talk about Te Akau Stud and what a wonderful colt that we have for sale. But first of all, 60 seconds on John Galvin. They've done research, and there's about 3 people in New Zealand left that have not seen The Beat Goes On or know John Galvin. So for those 3 people, John, give us 60 seconds.
Yeah, well, I head up Fortuna Thoroughbred Syndicators, and what we do, Gerard, is we acquire young horses at the yearling sales around New Zealand and Australia, and we package those horses up into what we call syndicates and sell shares in those horses to members of the public. And that's why we're on the show here today, to talk to your viewers about the great fun they can have owning a part of a horse that's operated by Fortuna.
How many wins so far? 58?
58 wins
Yeah.
in horses that I've owned myself or been associated with through Fortuna. So
58 bottles of champagne?
well, it's a good point, because when we do win a race, we've got our owners there, of course. We usually have a hell of a lot of fun, celebrations afterwards. In fact, even if we don't win, we have a lot of fun. So we won $1 million race at Riccarton in 2008. We had 27 owners there, plus all, the wives and girlfriends and husbands and friends, and it was just a huge, chaotic celebration afterwards, I can tell you.
Now, John, behind these winning horses, the 58 different wins you've had, I mean, you've got a team working. The base, of course, of the team is Te Akau Stud.
Yeah.
And that's where we went for a wonderful day. And we went there to film our newest colt we have on the market, and he is a beauty.
Well, this colt's by Darci Brahma, who was an outstanding racehorse on the track and is now proving to be a champion in the breeding barn as well. And he's out of a group-winning race mare. Group races are the very top races that horses compete for. And he's just developed into a marvellous athlete. He was acquired at the yearling sales in January. He's now been resting, spelling as we call it, in the big grassy paddocks at Te Akau Stud, and he's now ready to start the first stage of his education as a racehorse, which is to be broken in. Yeah. And that's happening already. And once that happens, he'll go to the racing stables and be prepared for a racing career.
David and you both saw this horse at Karaka, said, we've got to get this particular colt. What were you looking for?
Yeah, well, David Ellis, who selects our horses for us, said to me pre-sale, John, there's a Darci Brahma colt in this sale that I think you must buy. In my view, he's one of the nicest colts in the sale. You may have to pay a bit of money for him, but you should pull out all stops to see if you can buy him. And the beauty of this colt, Gerard, is his pedigree. And we're going to have a real go at turning this colt into a stallion.
Now, what you're excited about is this horse, from a stallion point of view, what a lovely temperament. This horse, we had the camera there, we had people milling around, just took it in his stride. Now, a lot of colts won't do that, will they?
A lot of most male horses are very temperamental, and they need to be gelded or castrated in order to turn them into good racehorses. So our plan with this horse is to do our very best to keep him as a colt, and then the third attribute, he himself has to be a very good horse on the racetrack. And we don't know that yet, but that's going to be our aim, to turn him into a very good horse on the racetrack.
Oh, he's beautiful, isn't it? You must be very proud when you see him walk up and down. And
well, as viewers can see from the footage here, he's just a lovely athlete. He has all the attributes that we look for in a racehorse. He's got good size. He's he's physically correct, meaning the legs are straight and everything's as it should be. He reminds me very much of his own sire, Darci Brahma, when Darci Brahma, was the same age.
Who went on to win heaps.
10 races he won from 19 race day starts, and now a champion sire. And we want to do the same thing with this guy as well.
Now, John, if we now say to our viewers in the Beat Goes On land, they need to call you, but first of all, what's it cost to become a part owner of this beautiful, beautiful colt?
A 5% share in this horse is $6,500, which includes all initial costs. There's nothing hidden in there, everything's all there. We'll do a 2.5% share for $3,250, and then there's ongoing costs being $150 a month for a 5% share and $75 a month for a 2.5%.
Potential is enormous, isn't it?
Potential is enormous, yep. It's akin to being a shareholder or a participant in a stage play that's been prepared for Broadway or the West End. If it's a big hit, you can make...
You're smiling all the way to the bank.
Exactly, exactly.
Now, John, we need to get hold of you, and you've got the easiest of 0800 numbers to remember, so all our viewers could start starting their memory lessons tonight.
Indeed, 0800 100.
Now that's so easy to remember.
667.
667.
And
0800.
call me direct on the cell phone also,
Yep.
Gerard. 021 921 460.
21460, and of course we'll put up the
website
again, www.fortuna-nz.com.
And viewers can also go to that website and actually watch the footage that they've seen here now live on our website as well.
Excellent. Well, John, thank you very much for coming in today, and what a wonderful day we had at Te Akau.
It was fantastic. We'll do it again, Gerard.
I want you to organise more of those. Nice to get out in the countryside. Get out of Auckland.
For sure.
Thank you, John.